Look at this big old cabbage. Look how big this is. Is that enough? Yeah, that's enough. My allergies have been kicking my tail all week. And I'm not really in the mood to cook, but I want to cook something for my kids. They were a little mouthy last week, so I haven't cooked a meal for them in almost 2 weeks because, no, you're not going to get smart with me and not clean your room and think I'm about to cook for you. That's not happening. They've been having a lot of sandwiches lately. So I'm going to make a spaghetti sauce with what I have. I have cabbage, got assorted peppers, I've got carrots, and I've got some crushed tomatoes and some diced tomatoes, even though Judah says he doesn't want us using canned food anymore because the metals get in our system. And he's right. It's just at the time, it was winter time and fresh tomatoes were like expensive. And I was making spaghetti sauce all the time. And back then we were going to food banks and they give you canned food, but you know, we're in a different position now. And I really don't trust the food banks, and they give us stuff that's like expired or it's really not healthy. So we've just learned to manage our food stamps better all across the board. I've put a lot of emphasis on financial planning with my kids. I made them all take financial literacy classes. I just keep trying to prepare them for me not being here. I keep picturing them having to take care of themselves, and I just want to make sure that I've taught them and prepared them properly. It's become like a big thing with me lately. It's to the point now where I don't even want to hang out unless I'm teaching them something. Especially since I've started having these random health issues. It's like, I don't know. It just made me take stuff a little bit more serious. I don't feel like I've ever taken my health serious, which is crazy because I've been pregnant so many times. But even then, I feel like I took my health for granted. I'm not going to do that anymore. I just chopped up my cabbage. I took the spine out. Now I'm going to put this in here with the rest of my veg and rinse it off. I forgot my onion and my garlic, so I threw that in there. I rinse all my vegetables. I learned that from the Africans. Okay, all the vegetables are done. My Dutch oven has been warming up. I'm going to do the cabbage first. But this was on it too. I'm going to put it on medium. Dutch ovens don't do well with high heat, so.
But I need to open up bookings on my website right now.
Oh! Of all the places you could pop, you gonna pop right on my face?
I'm about to make a video explaining my stuff. Big on my I woke up at 6 o'clock when Dusty sleep.
Be careful. I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning for no reason. And fire was up. I want to use some Himalayan pink salt. Do you know my whole life I've been saying pink Himalayan salt, and it's Himalayan pink salt? So I'm going to salt my cabbage because cabbage, like mushrooms, is real super bland. So I'm going to salt them separately. And then I'm going to make a season mix. I'm in the mood for curry. So I'm going to do curry and paprika. I don't know, probably some turmeric, black pepper, because you know black pepper helps your body absorb nutrients from food. So I like to use spices and herbs that benefit the body. And these will taste good, but they need to be good for you as well. I'm gonna put the rest of the vegetables in here. Now I'm gonna salt that too. And the season mix that I'm about to make, I'm gonna put on top of the tomato sauce. Let's do some curry. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, because I still got that tomato sauce. And then we're going to do some dried mustard. Give some thyme. Hello, paprika. I'm going to go get some smoked paprika, add a little bit of that. And then I'm going to get my sea salt. Salt. And a little bit of smoked paprika, just a little bit. You don't want it to taste like sausage. Cook those down a little bit more and put my stuff away. My kids have been irking me a lot lately. It's just little things like wiping off things like this. Taking the time to close the tops. Closing up the lettuce after they use it and putting things away properly in the fridge. Not crinkling up my bath mat when they take a shower. It's like, even if I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm fixing or cleaning something. And saying it out loud, it sounds petty, but in the moment, it's annoying. But then I have to reframe those things like it's a blessing, because there are many mothers whose children are no longer here to annoy them. So it's a blessing and a curse. Oh yeah, I'm gonna add some turmeric as well. Turmeric helps with depression when coupled with black pepper. I don't want to use too much black pepper because then it'll be super spicy, which I don't mind, but Judah don't want no super spicy food. All right, it's time to add our seasonings. Actually, it's time to add the tomato sauce. I haven't used pre-made spaghetti sauce in years. My adopted mom used to use that. Prego. I don't know when I stopped using it. Raja was the first person that I saw put cabbage in a pasta sauce. I find that I will put any vegetable that I have in my pasta sauce and they'll still eat it. Especially if I make the curry version. They love curry. It feels good to cook for them again. Yeah, girl, they pissed me off. They were not trying to listen to their mom. It hurt my soul not to cook for them, but it's the principle. You're not going to sit on your hind parts and be lazy and get fed. No, ma'am. People that do chores get fed. You know, you have to teach people how to treat you. And sometimes I feel like as parents, we accept things from our children and maybe our partner, you know what I mean? From our children, I was going to say our partners, but I'll just keep it with children. That in any other relationship, it would be toxic and you wouldn't deal with it. And I had to, you know, tell my kids that the other day, like, now, don't start tripping now, thinking I'm just going to put up with anything because I'm your mama. And I love me most. I got to love me most now. I got to protect my peace. She's bubbling. I'm going to clean up, put my top on here, and we'll come back in a little while and see what we got going. If I forgot to say as much, I turned this down to a lower temperature. It's going to cook probably for about an hour or so. I like a dark sauce. But yes, I've been irritated at my kids' lack of consistency with doing their chores in a reasonable time. It's annoying. I'm having to chase people down to take out trash and to wash dishes in the morning. Like, I don't ask for much. And I'm tired of putting into relationships what I don't get back. So instead of being frustrated, I'm explaining these things to my kids and teaching them the importance of these things so that when they're in relationships, when they get older, they know how to address these issues and they know how to think of others first, because that's the true definition of love. It's an action. Considering others, stepping outside of yourself and your needs and your wants to put someone else first. I know I say I love myself most. That's just a boundary and a thing that I say, and it is true, and I say that for me. But I know daggone well I'll put my kids first. To an extent. Now I'm learning that there are times where I do need to put myself first. Because putting other people first all the time, you end up building animosity towards them and you end up devaluing yourself. So I'm just finding a healthy balance between prioritizing myself and my kids equally and not just one over the other. I feel like that's fair. I'm into fairness. I cannot smell nor can I taste this sauce. Raja tasted it. He said the seasoning was perfect. It doesn't need any more salt, but that the carrot was a little bit overwhelming. And that was almost 45 minutes ago. It's been cooking down. And I told him that Fire and I have to get more serious about our eye health. So I'm going to start putting carrots in everything. We're going to get used to it. I got my Dutch oven off of Amazon. Then I had to go with the Judah one because you wouldn't stop messing with mine. So this is what we have. It's nice and thick. If I had some coconut milk, I would put that in there. But I don't. So I'm not. I salted my water. And I'm going to put my whole wheat spaghetti that I got from Amazon up in there. I'd love to know where he thinks he's going. This is what we have. Everything is done. Still can't smell it, but. And my turtle has decided that he's going to chill in here for the day. I think he's hot. It started getting hot, so I'm just going to let him stay there. Have you ever had cabbage in your spaghetti? Let me know down below. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.